What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of ForneverWorld. In today's episode, we got some stories to talk about. For starters, we got an update on the upcoming season of My Hero Academia Season 5. I got a little bit of interesting bonus info regarding it as well. Got something to talk about regarding the update that's coming to Naruto to Boruto. I think that's what it's called, Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strikers. That's the last console game, if I'm not mistaken, that was released for the Naruto franchise. And myself included, with a lot of people that I did a poll, have something to say regarding that game in particular and the state of Naruto games in general as far as the franchise goes. We got a couple of small updates for Dr. Stone, The Promised Neverland, Ayakashi Triangle. That's a newer series that just came to Jump recently. Some hilarious stuff going on. Well, I don't know if I'd call it hilarious, but it's ridiculous that no matter where you go in the world that there's shitty people. The whole Demon Slayer / McDonald's collaboration that went down, or that's going down. Yeah, some really shady stuff that is happening, but it's to be expected because, yeah, we've seen these type of people showing their asses the last, I don't even know how many months now at this point, so we're going to talk about it. Interesting update regarding Attack on Titan and something that was done for the creator of Attack on Titan, Hajime Isayama. Something that's not necessarily breaking news, but a lot of people hit me up about it, and if I wasn't aware of it, I'm sure there's a lot of people that weren't aware of it either, regarding the 7 Deadly Sins, and something that within the last couple months actually went down, so I'm going to bring it to you guys' attention. An update regarding the 2021 Olympics, and Yen Press talking about really good things that have happened, especially last year in particular for the manga industry, and it's kind of a demonstration of the industry as a whole. And yeah, those are some of the stories we got for today. Without further ado, let's jump into another exciting episode of ForneverWorld, the only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related, and we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it.
No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done.
Okay, people, so for starters, I know a lot of people are highly anticipating the next season of My Hero Academia. It's been a bit, almost a year now since we had Season 4. Season 5, apparently, it says, according to this, My Hero Academia Season 5 starts with Episode 0 on March 27th, and the first episode, technically, starts on April 3rd. And yeah, they normally do this. There's usually a bonus episode that's kind of like a recap for the most part. Like, there might be some animation of, like, Deku thinking back that's new, but for the most part, it's just recapping everything for people that maybe they're new to the franchise or things like that. So there's going to be an extra episode like they normally do, Episode 0, but the official start is April 3rd. And like I keep saying in every video, oh my god, the amount of anime starting for this spring season is going to be overload. My Hero Academia, I forgot, like that's another big one that's coming. And yeah, if you want a little extra taste and a recap for yourself, March 27th, Episode 0 will be dropping. Next up, we got an update for the Shinobi Strikers Naruto / Boruto game. It's been out for what, I want to say 2 or 3 years now. We've had that game, and I gotta be honest with you. Well, the update, let's just read it, just says Karma Boruto will join Shinobi Strikers as DLC, and I've understood that for a while now. Bandai Namco has changed their motto. Before it was, let's just release a brand new game of Naruto and Dragon Ball Z every single year, but for the last couple years, I don't even know, more than a couple years at this point now, they've tried a different angle. Like, they've supported games for a lot longer, like Xenoverse 2 still has DLC coming out. Like, it's crazy because I thought, honestly, games like that, you would think, oh, it's been out for a while now, there's not nobody playing that shit anymore, but those communities are alive and thriving. The, you know, Shinobi Striker community, I believe, is going okay-ish, but I did a poll on my channel, because to be honest with you, like, I can understand why Xenoverse 2 is still thriving. Like, when I played that game, I was very addicted. It was very fun, a lot of shit to talk about, a lot of shit to do on that game, so I kind of understand that, and it was just all around a really fantastic game. Shinobi Striker, I'll be honest with you, I did a poll, for example, what people thought of Shinobi Striker at this particular point, and out of 600 votes, 16% said they still play it, 17% said they dropped it, 27% said trash from day one, meaning they didn't give a shit about it, and 40% said give me Storm 5, which basically means, yo, we want a different Naruto / Boruto game. So the fact that they're supporting it with this DLC of like Boruto Karma, I understand it. Probably profit-wise, it makes more sense because they'll get a lot more money off of doing these tiny little updates, like, hey, putting a tattoo on Boruto's face and things like that. So I get why they're doing that from a financial standpoint, but I'll be honest with you, I never really rocked with Shinobi Striker. Like, the cool thing was, hey, you could customize your own Shinobi, but the game itself just was a step down, a major step down in my opinion, from the Storm franchise, and of course course, CyberConnect 2 is doing the upcoming Demon Slayer game, so it's not like we're going to be getting a Storm 5 anytime soon. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of this. I mean, it's cool, and for the people that love Shinobi Strikers, my hat's off to you. You're getting new stuff that just aired in the anime to play and whatnot, but I'm just like, can we get a new Naruto game and not a mobile game and something a lot better than Shinobi Striker? But of course, I'm curious what you guys think about that, and if you're excited for that. If you're a Shinobi Striker fan, not coming at you, just saying like, yo, Storm was better. Okay, next up, we got an update on Dr. Stone. We talked about it recently, but now we got more information that Dr. Stone's 4th anniversary character popularity poll will be held from March 15th to April 15th online, and there will be 80 characters, and participants will be able to vote once a day, and results will be announced on June of 2021. So it's going to be similar fashion, which I think this is going to be like the new standard type of deal. Hopefully gives us an opportunity to participate as well, where we can vote, and yeah, you can vote once a day, just like the One Piece worldwide popularity poll. And I'm excited. I'm gonna vote for Tsukasa, more than likely, like either Tsukasa or Senku. Like, yeah, but that's really dope. I love that they're giving us a little bit more inclusion into this. You know, it's normally just been like only people over there that get the magazine and fill things out. Now they're doing it worldwide. You can vote once a day. Like, this is great. We also got a small update regarding The Promised Neverland, even though I'm not a fan of season 2 by any stretch of the imagination, but that's a different story for a different video. The Promised Neverland X Greenland amusement park collaboration key visual. The collab starts on March 20th with the campaign The Farm of Greenland. So there's going to seemingly be like a collaborative effort for like Promised Neverland themed amusement park situation. I'm guessing there's already an amusement park, and they're just gonna like slap a bunch of Promised Neverland stuff all around it, which that's cool, I guess. I would have preferred a good adaptation for season 2, but hey, what the hell, why not amusement park? I'm sorry, I know the low blows. I'm just so disappointed. Next up, an interesting update regarding Ayakashi Triangle, one of the latest series to stick around in Shonen Jump. It says the domain ayakashitriangle.com was recently registered. There's no official confirmation or tease about any announcements or upcoming news from the series, so it's yet unknown whether the domain is official, which it could potentially be. I mean, I want to say it's about like 30 or so chapters into it, and in case you don't know about Ayakashi Triangle, if I'm not mistaken, that's from the same author that did To Love Ru, and it's been sticking around. It's been selling all right, and yeah, I could see them already gearing up. I mean, we just talked about like what, a month or two ago, that Jujutsu Kaisen was only on like volume 2, and they were already talking about an anime, so it probably already got an anime deal, and it's going to be around, because after Chainsaw Man, Shonen Jump hasn't had any major titles that are just jumping out and selling well. Like Chainsaw Man was the last one, and of course Jujutsu Kaisen's like right now slaying shit, but the newer titles, yeah, they're gonna push whatever they can get at this point, because newer titles aren't ringing off like the older ones. Or I don't want to say Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen are older, but you get what I mean. Post Chainsaw Man, it ain't been rocking like that. And I think I'll probably be anime only for this one. I haven't heard anything major or crazy about it. I know like To Love Ru was mainly an ecchi series to begin with, so we'll see. I'll check it out once the anime drops. Next up, a hilarious story regarding the Demon Slayer / McDonald's collaboration. Now, y'all know scalpers are going to be in there. Scammers are gonna get their bread. We're still dealing with this for the PlayStation 5 and the latest Xbox, whatever the heck, Series S, X, whatever. And now scalpers are apparently trying to scalp on the McDonald's Demon Slayer collaboration. McDonald's Japan attempts to curb scalping of Demon Slayer Happy Meal stickers. Stickers were reportedly being sold on online auction sites before official launch last Friday. The Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba series got its own Happy Meal set at McDonald's Japan starting from March 5th. The joyous occasion, however, has been marred by reports of scalping. According to a tweet screen capping the online auction site Mercury on March 4th, stickers were being sold on the site the day before the official launch date, raising concerns that McDonald's own employees have been stealing the stickers in order to resell them online. I can confirm over here, when it comes to the Pokemon situation that we just had with McDonald's, their collaboration, people were doing that. I was getting Happy Meals for my daughter, and there was no Pokemon shit in there, even though it was supposed to be a Pokemon Happy Meal. So I could confirm there are shitbags that definitely indulge in that. IT Media reported that McDonald's Japan has been taking countermeasures against scalping by putting up notices on the official website, app, and some storefronts asking customers not to buy a large number of Happy Meals. Well, if we're talking about the employees, it's not about the customers, it's your employees. IT Media also reported that a large number of stickers were being sold on Mercury by noon of March 5th. In product descriptions, many sellers claim that they were putting up the stickers for sale because of damage they received. There are 5 Happy Meal sets in total, and each centers around one or more of the following, which is Tanjiro, Nezuko, Zenitsu, Inosuke, and the pillars Shinobu and Gyu. Each set includes a character sticker, yada yada. But yeah, it's so shitty when they do that, especially like, you know, there are kids, especially in Japan, like Demon Slayer is a phenomenon like no other. So imagine a kid going there to get his Demon Slayer on, really excited, and then he gets his box and there's no Demon Slayer. Like that happened with my daughter with the Pokemon situation a couple of different times, and I was really pissed off because my daughter was really disappointed. Like she wanted Pokemon. So people that do that shit, you're robbing from children's things. Like I get you trying to get your bread, do it another way. Stop being a piece of shit. Next up, a cool, interesting story regarding something that they're doing in honor of Hajime Isayama with a Levi statue in Japan. I don't know why I just had a random thought. Like imagine they replaced the Statue of Liberty here in America with a statue of like Eren. That would be, oh my god, yes, Eren and his season 4 look as the Statue of Liberty. Let's go. But Attack on Titan's Levi statue at creator's hometown unveiled. A life-size bronze statue of Attack on Titan's Captain Levi was unveiled in front of the JR Hita station in Hita City of Oita Prefecture, the hometown of the series creator Hajime Isayama, last Saturday. Isayama commented on the unveiling, "He is the most popular character and has supported Attack on Titan all the way, and I'm indebted to him. I hope he is pleased." Levi is the 4th Attack on Titan character to receive a bronze statue in Hita City. Previously, statues of Eren, Armin, and Mikasa as children have been erected at Oyama Dam. The statues were funded by a crowdfunding campaign between August and October 2019 that raised over $267,000. And looking at the statue, it looked pretty cool. I mean, yeah, that's just crazy. They get all the cool shit. Japan gets all the cool shit. We get nothing. Like, all jokes aside, I think Eren Yeager, season 4's Eren Yeager, would be a godlike statue over here of like freedom. Like, okay, we're obviously not gonna replace the Statue of Liberty and shit like that, but I would be all for it. And if I had like a big center or some shit, I would put a statue of Eren Yeager with his hand like this, like, you know, repping for freedom and shit. That sounds dope. And I know there's gonna be people saying, oh, how could you say that? Oh, shut the Next up, a small update that I wanted to add personally because a lot of people hit me up about it. And again, if I wasn't aware of it really, I'm sure there's a lot of people that aren't. Apparently since the end of January, I want to say January 27th or 21st, somewhere around there, but since January, late January, the 7 Deadly Sins manga sequel has already began, and as of the recording of this video on March 11, 2021, there are 7 chapters of it out. 4 Nights of the Apocalypse. It's a sequel, direct sequel to the 7 Deadly Sins. I'm not sure exactly all the details of it, to be honest with you, because again, I haven't even finished the 7 Deadly Sins. I'm waiting for the anime to wrap up so I could jump in and just marathon it through. But yeah, if you've been wanting some more 7 Deadly Sins, the 7 Deadly Sins manga has begun, and it's 7 chapters deep, and I'm hearing great things about it. And it's interesting because they're not calling it the 7 Deadly Sins 4 Nights of the Apocalypse. From my understanding, they're just calling it 4 Nights of the Apocalypse so that it could kind of live on its own to a certain degree, but you do know that, yeah, it's a sequel. So cool shit there. And I'm looking forward to, once I finish 7 Deadly Sins, and probably even check out that film that comes out this summer, I'm going to jump into that. Quick update that I found very, very interesting. Apparently, Japan has decided to actually move forward with the 2021 Tokyo Olympics. They had recently canceled it and said maybe down the road we'll do it, but apparently they decided, they double backed, and they're like, yo, we're going to go forward with it. We're going to do the 2021 Olympics. And I'm so jealous, I'm not even going to lie, because many, many years ago, I want to say it was like when it was first announced, 2015, 2016, me and my fiance had plans, and I think I spoke about this before, but every time I hear about the Japanese Olympics, you know, 2021 Olympics and shit, or well, it was originally 2020, I always think about how, you know, me and my fiance, we had discussed we're gonna wear kimonos and we're gonna go a week in advance so we could get the real experience of Japan and then have all the tourists come through for the Olympics. Like, it was such a really awesome dream. So hearing that, and I know I won't be able to attend anyway, just really, really salty. So yeah, but I'm glad that they decided to do it in the end anyway. Like, I'm salty, but I'm not salty enough to say, oh, fuck it all. Like, come on now. And lastly, some good news for the manga industry in the West. Apparently, according to Yen Press, which is a manga publisher over here in the West, I want to say, from my knowledge, the thing I can remember is that they publish like High School of the Dead, but there's a lot of manga that they've actually published. I think for a period of time they were publishing Fairy Tales manga as well. So they've had some pretty notable titles, but according to them, 2020 was a a record year for the company. Yen Press publisher and managing director Kurt Hassler stated in an interview with ICV2 published on Friday that 2020 was a record year for Yen Press. Hassler added that the manga market took a significant hit in the second quarter of 2020 due to the new COVID disease. The manga market then took a significant upswing last summer, and by fall, the company experienced sales significantly higher than in 2019. Hassler reported that the positive momentum has continued into 2021. Due to Yen Press increased sales, the company has been having some difficulty scheduling printer time and stocking books due to printer capacity issues in the publishing industry, which I can 100% say that that's not only with Yen Press. Like, for example, try to get an official released version of Chainsaw Man Volume 1 or a good majority of the newer manga. That has actually been really annoying me because, like, there's a lot of manga I want to get, and I go on Amazon and it's out of stock, and a lot of people have had that issue. So yeah, I can confirm what is being said. They are having issues. Hassler added that Yen Press manga output over the last 5 years has increased since the business was spun off as a joint venture between Kadokawa and Hachette, and he attributed some of that growth to an expansion of Kadokawa content while continuing to work with other licensors. He commented that the company's relationship with Kadokawa is much closer than it was prior to the joint venture, and they are constantly engaged in discussions to further business and the market. And again, that's always good news. That just means that the manga industry is thriving, especially in the West, considering, like, you know, there was a time period when things were real bad. To hear things is going good, I can imagine, yeah, the you know, pandemic has been awful, and, you know, we lost a lot of people, horrible shit. The world's been ratified by it. But in terms of certain industries, yeah, they have profited and benefit off of people being stuck at home. And yeah, guys, those are the stories that we have for today. I'm curious what you guys think. Your thoughts on My Hero Academia Season 5. Will you be watching Episode 0, or are you just going to wait until Episode 1 on April 3rd? Karma, Boruto, and Shinobi Strikers. Are you hyped for that? Do you even care about Shinobi Strikers? Should they just make another Naruto game at this point? Dr. Stone popularity update. Your thoughts on that? Promised Neverland amusement park. Should have did a proper adaptation of Season 2. Get this now. Ayakashi Triangle. You think that they're going to be getting an anime? I'd say anime by like late 2022, I want to say, probably, or an announcement at the very least. It's still very early, but they could have it in production. Demon Slayer McDonald's issue. People stop scalping children's toys and children's stickers and shit like that. Come on. Your thoughts on the Levi statue in Isayama's hometown? Four Nights of the Apocalypse. Are you reading it? Did you know? Were you aware that the manga was releasing chapters and it's 7 chapters deep? Yen Press breaking records for themselves. And Japan 2021 Olympics. Are you going to be there? Are you hyped for it? Are you looking forward to it? And your thoughts on any of the stories we covered in today's episode. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links are in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in. And you guys just watched another episode of Forever News. Have an awesome day.
So just go to